Persian, one of the oldest cat breeds in the world. The Persian has been around for hundreds of years. It came from a place called Persia, which is now the country of Iran. Traders and travelers brought these cats to Europe in the 1600s, and they quickly got very popular. Kings, queens, and rich families all wanted one. Back then, having a Persian cat was seen as a really big deal. They were treated like a very special and expensive pet to own. The Persian is a calm, quiet, and gentle cat. It doesn't run around the house. It doesn't jump on counters or knock things off tables. It doesn't ask for your attention every few minutes. It'll pick one comfortable spot, sit down, and stay there for hours. If you want a cat that stays calm and doesn't cause trouble, the Persian is probably the right cat for you. It won't bother you and it won't make a mess of your home. Their coat is long, thick, and very soft. You'll need to brush it every single day. If you skip even a couple of days, the fur starts to tangle and get messy very fast. Their face is flat with big round eyes that are usually copper or blue. You'll find them in lots of colors like white, black, cream, and gray. They usually weigh between 7 and 12 pounds, and they usually live between 12 and 17 years. Maine Coon, the biggest house cat breed in the world. Maine Coons are from the United States, from the state of Maine. And that's also where they got their name. They grew up in cold and tough weather, so over time their fur got thick, long, and able to handle water and very low temperatures without any problem. Maine Coons are friendly, playful, and they act a lot like dogs when it comes to how they deal with people. They follow you from room to room. They want to be part of whatever you're doing around the house. You can actually train them to walk on a leash outside, which is something most cats simply won't do. And when guests come over, they don't run and hide under the bed. They'll come out and walk around like everything is completely normal. Males can weigh between 13 and 18 pounds, which is a lot bigger than a regular house cat. Their ears have small tufts of fur at the very tips, which gives them a really unique look. They come in over 75 color options, which is more than almost any other breed out there. They also don't meow like most cats do. Instead, they make a soft chirping sound that most owners really enjoy. If you want a big and friendly cat that's easy to live with, the Maine Coon is a really good choice for you. Siamese, one of the oldest cat breeds in Asia. The Siamese comes from Thailand, which used to be called Siam, and that's where the breed got its name. Old records show that these cats were living in royal homes and temples as far back as the 14th century. They'd sometimes be given as gifts to leaders and visitors from other countries, because they were seen as really important animals back then. The Siamese is a very talkative cat. It meows a lot, and its voice is deep, loud, and raspy. If you don't respond to it, it'll keep meowing until you do. This isn't a cat that sits quietly in the corner. It follows you to the kitchen. It sits next to you on the couch. It stays near you the whole day, and it wants to be around everything you do. If you like a quiet home, the Siamese is probably not the right cat for you. Their body is slim and long, and their coat is short and smooth. Their most well-known thing is their coloring. They have a light-colored body, usually cream or white, with darker colored fur on the face, ears, paws, and tail. These darker areas come in shades of brown, gray, blue, and red. Their eyes are always a very clear and bright blue, which is one of the first things people notice when they see a Siamese up close. Bengal, a newer breed that was made in the United States during the 1970s and 1980s. The Bengal was made by crossing a regular house cat with an Asian leopard cat, which is a small wild cat that lives across South and Southeast Asia. The whole idea was to get a cat that has the wild look of a jungle cat, but the calm and safe personality of a regular pet. Bengals are very active, full of energy, and very curious about everything around them. They climb on top of furniture. They figure out how to open cabinets. They play around in water. They'll check out every single corner of the house. These cats need space, and they need things to keep them busy every day. If a Bengal is left alone with nothing to do, it'll start getting into things and it won't be quiet while doing it. Their coat has a spotted or marbled pattern that looks a lot like a wild leopard. The fur also has a natural shine to it. When light hits the coat, it looks glossy and bright. They weigh between 8 and 15 pounds, and they're a medium to large-sized cat. When it comes to looks, Bengals are one of the best-looking cat breeds you can have as a pet. There's really no other house cat that looks like them. Ragdoll, named after the way they act when you pick them up. When you lift a ragdoll, it'll go completely limp and relaxed in your arms, just like a stuffed toy. That's exactly where the name came from. The breed was made in California in the 1960s by a breeder named Ann Baker. She kept picking the biggest and calmest cats to breed together over many years, until that relaxed and gentle personality became a totally normal part of the breed. Ragdolls are gentle, easygoing, and they almost never cause any trouble. They're one of the very few cat breeds that actually enjoy being held and carried around for a long time. Most cats don't like that, but ragdolls are completely fine with it. They get along really well with young kids, other cats, and even dogs. They don't scratch, they don't bite. They're just very calm cats that want to be close to the people they live with. They're large cats. Males can grow up to 20 pounds, which makes them one of the heaviest cat breeds around. Their coat is medium length, soft, and much easier to take care of compared to a Persian. Their eyes are always blue. Their body color is similar to the Siamese, with a lighter body and darker fur around the face, ears, and paws. Ragdolls take up to 4 full years to completely finish growing, which is a lot longer than most other cat breeds. Scottish Fold. You can spot them right away because of their folded ears. Their ears bend forward and down instead of standing up straight, which gives their face a very round and soft look that a lot of people find really cute. The breed first showed up in Scotland in 1961, when a farmer named William Ross noticed that one of his barn cats had ears that folded over in an odd way. He started breeding those cats on purpose, and by the 1970s, the Scottish Fold had become a known and accepted cat breed. Scottish Folds are calm, gentle, and they do well in almost any home. They're fine in small apartments. They do well in big houses. They get along with kids and with other animals. They're not loud or demanding cats at all. Instead of meowing a lot, they make soft and quiet little sounds to let you know what they need. They're very easy to live with, and they don't need a lot from you. They come in short coat and long coat types. Their body is small and round, and their eyes are large and very round too, which adds to their soft look. One important thing to know is that the gene that causes the folded ears can sometimes lead to joint pain as the cat gets older. Good breeders always match a folded ear cat with a straight ear cat when breeding to lower the chances of health problems in the kittens. Abyssinian. One of the oldest cat breeds we know of today. Studies suggest that this breed came from cats that lived along the coast of the Indian Ocean and in parts of Southeast Asia. They got brought to Britain in the 1860s, and they were one of the first breeds to be shown at the very first cat shows in history. Abyssinians are fast, always alert, and always on the move. They don't sit in one spot for very long. They jump to the highest point in any room and watch everything happening around them from up there. They move in a quick and smooth way that's really nice to watch. They're not the type of cat that sits in your lap or enjoys being held for a long time, but they do like being near their owner, and they'll usually stay in the same room as you during the day. Their coat is short and thick. What makes it different is that each hair has more than one band of color on it. This gives the whole coat a glowing look that you don't really see in other cat breeds. They're usually golden, reddish brown, or cinnamon in color. Their ears are large and always seem to be pointing forward, like they're always paying attention to everything going on around them. Every cat breed is different. They each have their own history, their own personality, and their own look. The Persian is calm and quiet. The Maine Coon is big and friendly. The Siamese is talkative and always wants to be near you. The Bengal is full of energy and one of the best-looking breeds out there. The Ragdoll is gentle and loves being held. The Scottish Fold is soft and easygoing. The Abyssinian is fast and always alert. Each of these breeds came from a different part of the world and grew over a very long time. Before you get a cat, it's worth taking some time to learn about what kind of personality and energy level you're going to get. The right breed depends on how you live and the kind of cat you actually want with you every day.